time for Aki's A-List. From the mind of the man who understands the 4 Ps of Waddle's world. Aki's A-List. The top questions and topics floating around in Tyler Aki's mind.
Are these really the questions that I was called here to answer?
Aki's A-List on ESPN Chicago.
All right, Tyler, what do you got today?
Speaking of the Cubs in Iowa, Crow-Armstrong was named the AAA International Player of the Week. In case you missed it, he hit 3 home runs, 4 doubles, 5 multi-hit games, and 10 runs scored over that span.
Problem solved. There you go.
And I don't know if you guys saw the play from over the weekend as well.
Oh, I watched it about 10 times.
There were a couple pitches up and in on him that he had to get out of the way. And then what did he do against a 10-year veteran pitcher? He went deep on them right after. So that's kind of the PCA experience. Not only is there the production, but there's also the flair that goes along with it. So he had this incredible stretch, and I think a lot of Cubs fans were disappointed when he did get sent back down to the minors in the first place. Should Pete Crow-Armstrong have played his final game in Iowa for the season?
Yeah, capitalize on the hot streak, and I'm not saying that he's going to duplicate it, but he's your number 1 prospect, and it seems like he's already achieved as much as he can in the minor leagues in AAA. And he adds you speed. You're not losing anything if he plays center from a glove standpoint. Move Bellinger to first and let him play center. Put him at the top of your order.
Who was the 10-year puss-armed righty that was pitching to him in the minors?
Something Peralta, I want to say.
Yeah, it was Peralta. And it was weird. He wasn't throwing up and in. He threw at him twice.
Why was he doing that?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he thinks he's cocky.
Does more of that stuff happen in minor leagues? Like, do you see a lot of renegade, activity like that?
The first pitch he threw behind him, behind his legs. And, like, as the announcer in AAA was saying, a 10-year Major League Baseball veteran doesn't lose his control for 2 straight pitches.
Right.
He threw behind his legs in the first one. He threw it over his head on his second pitch. The minor league manager came out. Peavy, I think is Marty Peavy. I think his name is
Marty Peavy.
You know how I know the name? Because Rick Sutcliffe would always talk about Marty Peavy. And
I know Jake Peavy. I know the name. I don't know Marty.
And so I think it's Marty Peavy. And so he came out. He got tossed because they didn't get warned. The opposition didn't get warned. After Peavy gets thrown out, he warns both benches. The Cubs didn't do anything.
Oh, that's an Angel Hernandez move right there.
And then the next pitch, PCA hits it into the right field stands and just spikes the bat. Yeah. Awesome. Huge bat flip.
I think that now that means he's going to hit 40 home runs on the north side as soon as he gets back.
I know you got to be sarcastic just because you're Reds.
Oh, they suck. My Reds suck.
They just swept the Dodgers.
They're 4 under 500.
They're 8 under, I think.
Okay, they're 8 under 500.
But they did sweep the Dodgers.
Okay.
It's not that far back from the Cubs, though.
6 under. Split the middle.
All right, split the middle.
Way to go,
We're
Charlie.
good. Hey, happy birthday, Charlie.
You brought up Angel Hernandez right there, Waddle, and he is no longer a member of the Major League Baseball umpiring crews anymore.
Thank God.
He stepped away from the game effective today. I don't think that was news any of us were expecting when we woke up or whenever it got passed along last night. But Angel Hernandez, obviously a much maligned character in baseball history, but will this lead to any sort of not control, but like a way to monitor umpire performance moving forward? Is this a step in the right direction in terms of holding umpires accountable?
I would hope. I don't know what the current Major League Baseball rules are with terms of, grading these umpires but like, I would hope that if you suck enough, you get sent down, you get relegated from the majors, or you get sent down for a few weeks.
You think?
How about a suspension for an umpire that's doing bad work?
The reason I laughed at your question was, what was it? It was a retirement? I mean, what'd they do? Pay him out to retire?
It seemed like, yeah, they kind of pushed him out.
So again, like, if
he wins again.
If they're right, if there were any sort of changes, he would have been fired years ago. This, to me, wasn't a win for a new way of judging umpires. It was a win for Angel Hernandez again.
It's like bank CEOs getting a bonus after they screw over an economy.
Yes, exactly. like, again, there are after a certain amount of years in Major League Baseball, when you lose your fastball, literally, as a pitcher or as a player, you slow down, your bat speed slows down.
Home.
Yes, you are forced to retire because you're not at your sharpest. When you're an umpire, why do you get to ump for 40 years?
Well, I don't know that he ever had a fastball, but I agree with what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose your best, you should be replaced. You don't get to keep your job forever in these like top of the line jobs.
You do get to keep your pension, though, because
Yes, of course you do.
you did your time.
Like, I understand what Shay was saying. He should have been fired long ago, but you keep your pension.
Right.
Joe West should have been fired a long time ago.
That wasn't me,
And-
Mrs. West.
And
That wasn't me.
Stop ejecting guys. I am going for a too technical or a yellow card, red card system. You can't just all of a sudden start just throwing guys out willy-nilly. Where's the warning?
Can you connect the dots between Joe West retiring and Red Lobster going out of business?
No, what are you saying? That
I'm just
because
asking a question
he's
is all
not
I did.
traveling as much and he would
I'm just
frequent.
saying.
He would.
I'm asking a question.
He would eat all the shrimp, and now
can you
he's
connect
only in
the
one
dots?
place and he's not eating the shrimp. What are you saying? I don't know how this makes sense.
I'm just asking a question.
I know you are, but based on what? Based with Joe West retiring.
I would
how
suggest
does
you
that
have more
hurt?
free time.
So that he should be going to more Red Lobsters.
Which is what would put it out of business because it was an all-you-can-eat shrimp, and then it was the all-you-can-eat
you're saying
shrimp
that? Okay,
that put them out of business.
I
so
see
yeah,
what
now
you're
it
saying.
makes sense.
I got you. Okay.
I was just asking a question because last time I made a joke and it got personal and I felt bad. I had remorse.
No, you didn't. You did not have remorse.
Yes, I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Listen,
You were remorseful because you got caught.
isn't that when remorse usually sets in?
No, if you're truly remorseful,
It's like you find the Lord right after you find the law.
you're remorseful because you realize you were wrong, not because you got caught.
It's like that Rihanna song.
Which one?
Don't tell me you're sorry you got caught.
Yes, I was just going to quote her.
No, I mean, like, I feel more. I do. It was one of those jokes that you make and you're just like, oh, I'm going to do it, but it doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel great.
But you were fine until she wrote your name down on the napkin.
Well, then it felt even more bad.
Because
then
you got caught.
And then you realize your words do have consequences. And I should have known that at the age of mid-50s at the time, as I've accelerated to my later 50s. But I'm just asking, like, look, we were supposed to do a team trip to the Red Lobster, and I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it now because there are significantly fewer outlets.
By the way, hopefully we'll find one. We'll find one that's open.
I'm in.
Anyone
You
has
in?
their Red Lobster in their neighborhood still open?
Are you in?
I'm in.
Meller, we're going to drag Meller's
Well, let's
snobby
make a
ass with
date.
us.
Let's go. This is brought to you by Circus Sports Illinois. Check them out today. Lots of plays to be made. We got a game. It's tonight, right? Game 4 between the Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes. And
Hopefully it's not the last one.
My money is on the Timberwolves winning tonight's game.
All right. So if you want Waddle's tip, go to Circus Sports Illinois. He's betting on the Timberwolves. Download their app today. You're going to find the best values there. And check out some of the Bears' futures. They're pretty good. I bet you get good odds on the Cubs to win the division these days, the way they've been playing. Hey, what do you say, Waddle, when there's blood in the street?
Go by.